So I got some requests here, raw bras. I mean, nothing personal against the raw bras, but why do they use the name raw bras? And people keep emailing me and going, oh, like, you know, what do you think about the raw bras? They're great doing the raw food lifestyle. It's like those guys diss the raw food lifestyle, okay? And it doesn't make them bad people because they do it, but like, it's like, what the fuck are you using the raw name and that raw scene to develop your name when you're actually against it? So, again, I've got nothing personal against our three brothers, just sharing my comments and criticisms in this video because people keep asking about them. So, Raw Bras recently put up a video with Denise Minga, raw vegan diet warning, and the question is, another question over here is, one of the questions is, I don't mean to sound rude, but have the Raw Bras had their legs in plaster or been in wheelchairs and recently started walking as their arms are so much bigger than their legs in this video? Even the girl has bigger legs than all these guys in the video. Why is that? I've met the Raw Bras once, and they didn't mention anything about just coming out of wheelchairs or having legs in plaster. Yeah, they do have sort of skinny sort of legs and more upper bodies, but I think that's more of a imbalance from training. I never asked them if they just come out of wheelchairs, so I can't answer that question accurately. Now, let's get onto the real subject here. So, Denise Minga, who's like a 20-year-old blogger who claims to have debunked the Chinese. So we've got a 20-year-old English student who's debunked Professor Colin Campbell, who's like a nutritional biochemist, the forefather of nutritional biochemistry. 20-year-old blogger's debunked that because she's an English student, okay? Anyway, so they say that vegans don't get enough vitamin K2, so you need to eat meat and stuff like that and drink grass-fed dairy, otherwise your teeth will fall out of your head. Here's a quick picture here of a friend of mine's teeth. You can see that there. See that decay there? Now, my friend at this time was not a vegan. He was eating like a raw diet with lots of raw eggs and raw dairy, raw fish. But I don't know, because you know, you shouldn't get dental decay. Only fruitarians should get dental decay based on the Raw Bras and Denise's theory. And people are welcome to have their theories, and that's fine, but we'll debate that, definitely. In Australia, we have vitamin K injections for all babies in Australia. And if you don't want a vitamin K injection for your baby, then you've got to fight fucking tooth and nail to not get it. Because the doctor's going to give that baby a vitamin K injection. Now, how many fruitarians in Australia? 7, 8, 9 maybe. If there's so little fruitarians in Australia, how come there's so many vitamin K shots for every baby that's born in Australia? I think it's the same in the US, I think it's the same in England. Correct me if I'm wrong, post down below. Do they have vitamin K injections mandatory in your country? Find out, look it up. Then in Australia, we have the largest production and consumption of grass-fed dairy and beef. That's why Australia has the colon cancer rates and the heart disease rates. We have such an epidemic of colon cancer. Read this book, please. CSI Area Perfidy by Jeff Russell, an Australian author, tackles the Commonwealth Science Investigation Research Office, just hits him up and says, well, hang on, what's the deal? And after this book was released, the head nutritionist actually came out and said, what we published was wrong. What we published was wrong, I take it all back. Red meat gives you colon cancer, doesn't matter if it's grass-fed. Dairy clogs your fucking lungs. So, and people say, well, eat fish. This is a good book. John McCabe talks about the extinction of the oceans so people can have their cat food for breakfast. Crazy, but true. Eating fish for omega-3 for brain health when fish is full of mercury and strontium-90 in 2012 is like, what's that like? It's like teaching your kid the law of gravity by throwing them off the second-story building. Now, Denise Minga and the Raw Bras say fruit will make you fat, fruit will give you diabetes, yet Denise gets most of her calories still from fruit, yet they use Denise Minga as like a low-carb authority, yet that's absolute nonsense. Read Dr. Neil Barnard's book, Clinical Evidence, High Carbohydrate Diets for the Win. And while you're at it, check out John Robbins' book, Food Revolution, for people who say vegan lifestyle is not sustainable. Now, Denise and that like to pretend that you can only have dental issues if you're an 80-10 tenor. Okay, so how the fuck do we explain things like 2.7 million dentists in the world? 2.7 million dentists in the world. Is that because of all the fruitarians in the world? I don't fucking think so. Now let's go to another grass-fed country, Brazil. Brazil produces, behind Australia, the most grass-fed beef, and Brazil has over 8 million toothless people and over 90 kilograms of beef consumed per capita. Then how come they got dentist issues? They must have a shitload of fruitarians in Brazil. But last time I checked, my friends that go to Brazil for fruit are sorely disappointed. And in Canada, tooth disease is the #1 childhood disease in Canada, only followed by asthma. Tooth disease is #1, asthma is #2. So there must be a shitload of fruitarian children born in Canada for them to have tooth issues. I mean, there must be literally millions of children in Canada, and there must be millions of fruitarians in Canada. And one of the raw bras said that his health diagnosis, they did the raw food lifestyle for a couple of weeks, couple of months, but hang on, here's the reality. These guys are from Georgia. And who the fuck's going to give up Georgia's mum's home cooking? Who's going to give up that? You're telling me these guys, these frat bras, sinking beers and getting drunk and eating meat lovers pizzas are instantly going to go, wow, we're going to do the fruitarian thing. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. You guys are not doing it, man. You can tell. I mean, the raw bras are so anti-raw foodist and so anti-vegan, they say if you do a raw food or a vegan diet, you will not be able to conceive babies. Which is absolute nonsense, because who the fuck is using a vegan diet or a raw food lifestyle for contraception now? If that was true, then how did Doug and Roz have a baby? How come I had to have a vasectomy? Danimal says if you're a vegan or a fruitarian, you won't get an erection. I wish I could show you Rob Madonna on YouTube. Let me slap against this box here. And Denise says that vegans don't get enough vitamin K2, vitamin A, and vitamin D. Last time I checked, vitamin D comes from the sunshine. Last time I checked, body makes vitamin A out of beta-carotene, and beta-carotene, vitamin A, is found in all fucking plant foods, all fruits and vegetables. Last time I checked, the body produces vitamin K2 in its intestine from vitamin K, which we get from plant foods. And again, they give babies in Australia vitamin K injections. So unless there's 100,000 fruitarian babies being born every year in Australia, 100,000 fruitarian babies born. What the fuck are people saying, man? Nonsense. Here's the cruncher, here's the king, here's the smackdown, here's the by the fucking giblets. Denise Minga says that vitamin K2 is not found in plant foods.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Now, if we go to John McCullough's website, Dr. McCullough's website, and we look up vitamin K2, and we look up all these little supplement sales hype and everything, like why my vitamin K2 supplement's the best. Why? Because McCullough's vitamin K2 supplement comes from Japanese natto. And what is natto? Is it a fish? Is it an animal? No. Natto is fucking soybean vegan dish. Fermented soybeans is where the highest source of vitamin K2 comes from. Now, how the heck does someone like Denise, who doesn't even know that vitamin D comes from the sun, vitamin A from plants and produced, vitamin K2 produced, or from soybeans, how the heck does someone like that debunk the fucking China study? How does someone do it? You know what they do? They can't do it. They can't fucking do it. So conversation finished. No offense to anyone in this video. Just sharing my nutritional debate. You guys are fools. You guys are clowns. You bring nothing to the table but nonsense. And anyone who knows nutrition or human physiology will be able to laugh at the claims you make. Literally just laugh them away. So I don't mind doing videos like this because I'm here to educate people with the truth, to override all this dogma out there that says, oh, I mean, dogma. That's what fucking dogma is. Dogma is like foolish opinion. If you're a vegan, you won't be able to get an erection. If you're a vegan, you won't get any sun from the vitamins, from the vitamin D from the sunshine. Oh, I don't know. It's like, what the fuck are you guys thinking? So post your comments down below. What's the dumbest thing anyone's ever said to you about your vegan or fruitarian or 80-10-10 lifestyle? What's the dumbest thing you have heard? Post it down below. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Vegans don't get enough iron!
Where do you get your protein from? Plants don't have protein. But what about vitamin K2? You need to drink milk for calcium, Dad Rider.
You don't get enough B12 if you're a vegan, Dad Rider.